Hi, I'd like to give you a quick example of how to use this TripleSpec UV Analyzer. Just press the switch there, right here under my thumb there, and it'll turn it on. So this will get us into this peak mode. So right away, this is probably the most important mode for most people. I'll give you a quick example here. I'm going to block most of the light so you can see the display here. And you're going to go into like some source of UV, and then we're going to come back out. So if you look at the numbers here, we're looking at 4011. So not much UVB you're going to notice right now. That's primarily because this bulb takes a few seconds to heat up. So there is another mode for if you want. Okay, we're going to skip this mode. There is a burn-in mode here. If you want to look at UVB output, so you're going to notice it's like UVB is pretty low. Let's see if I can get this so you can see this still here. And if you keep holding it here and just waiting, you're going to notice that the UVB intensity is going to start rising. There you can see that it's starting to climb higher and higher and higher. Okay, I'm going to pull it away so you can see it here. So this is basically a simple oscilloscope view of a burn-in time for UVB. You can do it for UVA, UVB, UV, and C. Now, if you want to know if this bulb outputs a steady or pulsing output, I don't know if you can see that yet. There, let's bring it close in there. Okay, there. Every few seconds they'll do a new shot. But this is basically telling you this bulb is not a steady DC output like the sunlight is. It does pulse. Generally, they pulse around about 120 hertz. Let's go to another mode here. This is another common mode if you want to do some. Sorry, I lost focus here. If you want to do some quick, okay, back to peak mode, and this is just standard meter mode, which is probably the most common one. So if you just want to see now, okay, now you're getting loads of UVB out of there, and A and B. And almost no C, which is good. That's really what you want in a bulb. Well, for pets, I guess, depends on what you're doing. If you're doing curing and other treatments and stuff like that, UVC is even better. If you want to mutate things, yeah, UVC. But and also, if you go in closer here, your intensity is going to change too. So this intensity here, see these numbers here? That's not the UVB. This is putting out more UVB than the sunlight does at that distance. But the UVA was comparable to sunlight. This is roughly, actually, that's about the UVB of sunlight down here. I don't know if you can see that. It's about 40, 50. Okay, so that's just an idea. Well, let's get you back. Okay, if you want to turn the unit off, just hold down the test switch for a few seconds. It'll turn off. Now I'm going to give you one more example here with an LED source. So turn this guy back on. Now UV LEDs typically put out very small amounts of UV, but they still put out a decent amount. So be ready if you're going at these distances. Yeah, it's like not even showing up. You got 1. So we're gonna go close to the sensor here, and at most there you get a little bit of UVA and C and B. So just be aware of that. Now let's go to live here. So if you have to do it at a distance with LEDs, be aware that you just may not pick up enough. There just may not be enough there to pick up. Let me turn that guy back on there for you. Anyway, and that's basically how to use the TripleSpec UV Analyzer. And we'll hold it and it'll shut off.